Can you do my hair?
There you go.
Hey guys, this is Victor. Today I'm with my friend April. She's one of my very best friends. If you're wondering, I'm wearing this mask because I don't have any makeup on. And I'm just really conscious about being on camera without any makeup. I have horrible acne and yeah, I'm gonna just save your eyes for today. But yeah, April is my very good best friend. We met in college. Do you want to tell them how we actually met?
Yes, it was during figure drawing, 10-minute break, and during the break I happened to whip out a super burrito from a taco truck in Niles, and it was pretty large, probably about this big.
Yeah. You know I have large burritos.
And so I'm sitting at the drawing horse, and all of a sudden I feel this presence to the left of me, and I noticed that it's Victor. And at this time we had never met or talked at all, and he just stood there hovering while I was sitting eating this burrito, and he looked down at me and he's like, wow, that looks really good. I'm like, it is. And then he kind of just stood there staring at me, and then it was so uncomfortable I just decided to offer him some. I said, hey, do you want some? He's like, oh, I thought you'd never ask. And that's how we became best friends.
Exactly. And she just knew she had to be my friend after that. Today we're working on a wing liner, red lip look. So it's a very classic, look. We're going to do it a little bit more modern. So we're going to use a couple of extra products for the lip. And we're also going to do a special technique for the wing liner, so you'll always get them perfect. So let's go ahead and move on to the look.
I'm going to start by using Cover FX eye primer. It says in the back you can use all over her face, so let's go ahead and just put it all over the eyes, lips, and face. Alright, the foundation today I'm using is Mercier's oil-free foundation. I want to start with more of a matte look and build up the dewiness as we go along. I'm applying this foundation with fingers. It applies better that way. So put it on with your fingers first, and then blend it out with a sponge for the natural airbrush finish. Next product I'm going to use is Cover FX Concealer, and I'm just going to use this to give us a little bit more coverage for this look. When creating a wing liner and a red lip, you really want to have as flawless skin as you can, so that way you can see those angles a little better. And I'm just going to do it wherever, I want the attention to be, which would be around the cheekbone area and the lips. I'm also going to focus on using a little bit of concealer around the area where we're going to put the wing liner. That way once we draw it, it'll look really sharp and it'll have a nice contrast to her skin. Whenever you want to focus a look around a certain area, make sure you conceal it really well. To set the makeup, we're going to use a little bit of Lancome's translucent powder, and I'm just using the biggest brush I have in my kit, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of the powder and just press it onto the skin. Pressing it on is going to help to keep the foundation in place without losing any coverage, and it's going to help to set the makeup so that whenever we put our face color on top, we won't lose any coverage. Alright, moving on to face color. So I'm just going to start by using the highlighter by Mercier. This one's called Spellbound, I think. It's a new limited edition highlighter. I'm just going to put it on the cheekbones with my fingers, since it's a big shadow. It's going to give a nice amount of shine on the cupid's bow and on the lids. And here you can see the effect of the highlighter on the skin. Alright, so now we're ready to bronze, and I'm just going to use the biggest brush that I have. This is Nars Laguna bronzer. And I'm just going to use it in temples, underneath the cheekbones. With a smaller brush, I'm going to use it right on this little area over here, and just get a little bit more of a dramatic contrast between the cheekbone and the hollows of the cheeks. I'm also going to put it around the nose area, just to create the illusion of a taller nose. Notice I'm using that bigger brush. Just kind of draw the overall shape. This is what it looks like once you have it this way. And then with an even smaller brush, I'm gonna use it just to further define the nose. That way we can get a really, really nice tall nose and it's gonna look great in pictures. Alright, and with the same color and the same brush, I'm gonna start by defining the eyes. We don't want to do a lot on the eye area since it's a wing liner look, so we're just gonna keep it really simple and just contour it and highlight the lid. So I'm just gonna use the bronzer on the socket and just very, very loosely define that crease. Next, I'm gonna use this pale gold color by Mercier, and we're just gonna put it on the lid, inner corner, and the inner waterline. And what this is gonna do is just gonna help to brighten up the lid. You wanna make sure the color is a little bit lighter than your skin, so that when we put the wing liner, it'll create a nice contrast. Now we're ready to create our wing liner, and I'm gonna use tape just to get a really, really sharp line. And we're just gonna put it on the face. No, we're gonna take the adhesive off of the tape so that way when we put it on your skin, it won't hurt as much and it won't, won't rip any eyelashes out. Alright, the tape is ready and we can apply it on the face. We want to measure it from the nose, the outer part of the nose to the outer part of the eye, and we kind of want to end at the brow bone. That way we have a nice symmetrical line that follows the shape of the face. Make sure you put it in the right spot, because once it's there, you can't take it out. Alright, I'm using Smashbox's liquid pen to draw our line, and we're just going to start really thick on the outer corner and move it to a really thin, tiny line on the inner corner. This is going to make the eyes look bigger because we'll be able to see the lid when she has her eyes open. And you want to make it as perfect as you can. Once you get to the outer portion of the wing liner, make sure you draw a really thin line. So that way when you take the tape off, it'll look really nice and defined. So this is what it looks like when you have both eyes done. Now we're going to define the waterline with another limited edition item. This is Laura Mercier's Kohl liner. It's like a lipstick eyeliner. It's really cool. You can put it on the waterline and it just creates the most dramatic effect. Make sure you get the inner corner too so that we can emphasize the line. Alright, next we're going to use our Smokey liner brush on our Laguna bronzer. This is just a pointed eyeliner, and we're going to make some love to our Kohl liner. And we're going to use that to define the bottom waterline. This is going to make more of a subtle but effective effect in rounding out the eyes instead of using straight black eyeliner. Alright, next we're going to use Diorshow brow styler. This only comes in one color, which is a nice rich brown with no ash tones to it, so this is perfect for April. And we're just going to define the brows. We want to make sure that the brows are just as sharp as the eyeliner, so that way it has a kind of parallel effect on the eyes. We also want to make sure we groom them really, really well. If you don't have a lot of brows, don't be scared of drawing them in, a little bit. It should be at least as thick as your wing eyeliner. Now we're gonna curly them lashes. And I'm just gonna have April do it because I'm scared of ripping her lashes off. Alright, now we're gonna apply some mascara. This is Hypnose Drama by Lancome. I opted to use this mascara because it'll give us the most volume and the most thickness. And we're just gonna apply it very generously to the lash bed. And you want to make sure you apply more on the outer corner so that you can have that really nice thick full lash look on the outer corner. With the tip of the brush, I'm applying it on the inner corner. And we'll do the same on the other eye, and whatever we have left of mascara, we're just gonna apply it on the bottom lashes. You want to make sure you have mascara all around. Next, we're gonna move on to the lips, and I'm gonna use 2 lip colors, and the reason why is because we want to create the nice dimension on the lips. So one's a red and the other one's a little bit darker. And I'm just gonna start by priming the lip area a little bit more with that eye primer, and we're just gonna remove the lip ring. No lip rings. So we're gonna start by using the red color right in the middle on the Cupid's bow. You can use it all over if you want to, but I kind of like to separate them a lot so it creates the most dimension. And then the darker color is gonna go in the outer corner. And don't be scared once you have this on because it's gonna look really, really weird until you put the lipstick on. For this look, I'm not using a lipstick just because I think if you use lip stain, it'll help you wear your red lip longer. And I'm gonna use YSL's lip stain in number 10. So I actually lost my lip brush and I'm using this eyeliner brush to apply the lip stain. You want to make sure you put a layer first, blend it in, you know, really well so it really gets to the base of the lip, and then apply a second layer so the color is really true and vibrant. And you should be able to blend all those lip liner colors in and create one nice gradient effect. Alright, using a gold color with the crease brush, we're just going to use it to make the lips look bigger by applying it right to the middle of the lip. And we're going to use a little concealer to define the lip area a little bit more and also clean any smudges. Alright, for the final step, I'm going to use a red blush. This is a cream blush by Mercier. And we're just going to balance out the look. I like doing this last so that way you can get a sense of how dark you want your blush to be, you know, depending on how intense your red lip is. And this is what it should look like at the end. So let's put the hair down and see that finished look.
Alright everyone, so that was the look. If you like the look, let us know. Please comment, you know, subscribe if you want to see more, or share your thoughts, or you attempting to do the look. I bet it looks amazing. Do you have any words of wisdom, April, for these young folk in their quest to beauty?
Every gangster needs a chain.
There you go. You guys have a good night.